Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes.
Jacksepticeye was right about MrBeast.
Jacksepticeye keeps on taking shots at MrBeast because whether it be hanging out with Elon Musk right after he was listed in the files, launching a predatory kids finance app, or literally any of his other scammy businesses that
Have y'all ever had Lunchleys? Was it good? Was it better than Lunchables, or was it just some BS?
include use of AI or child labor. As the days go by, we realize that Jacksepticeye was completely right to call out MrBeast as an evil and terrible person. So if you didn't know already, this beef between Jack and Jimmy has been going on for a couple of years now, with it really starting in the September of 2023, when in a lie detector test video with Tommy in it, he was questioned whether he thought MrBeast would ruin YouTube.
Now Jack, a completely unrelated question. Do you like MrBeast? No. Jack, do you think MrBeast ruined YouTube? Yes.
Okay, I feel like I've seen this clip before. I've heard this argument a bunch of times. My personal opinion on this stigma is that MrBeast didn't ruin YouTube, but he started a new era of just pure production, quality over the true purpose of YouTube, heart and soul. YouTube started out with people vlogging about bullshit, about their day in their lives, recording videos about stupid, doing commentary videos like this, doing reactions like this. But when Jimmy kind of came on board, and this isn't necessarily a horrible thing, but he kind of changed the standard of YouTube. He made it into more of a TV, high-produced business show, all right? Which is cool. I'm not going to be one of those MrBeast haters for no reason. But it does overshadow creators like Jack, who all he does is play games, maybe react to a video, and just talk bull, bro, which is cool. That type of content to me is more entertaining than the super produced, retention grabby, whatever mosh or slop that some people call MrBeast, which I actually think is very high produced and great quality content. But I just like the more personal, chill shit. So yeah.
Now, in all honesty, Jack, why? Because it became more about views, money, and popularity than it did about having fun.
It's always been about money. I hate when YouTubers talk about I do this just for fun and bro, we all do this for fun. We all enjoy our job. Hopefully, I do. I love my job, but we also do it for money. Let's keep it a beat. Especially them. Yo, they was making crazy money back in the day. Nobody starts YouTube. Or I feel like no big YouTuber now, nah. Most people don't just do it for money. Most people had a passion. I had a passion. But at the same time, once you start seeing how much money you can really get, that's where it also motivates you, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
You just don't think you had fun playing Squid Games? You don't think you had fun riding on yachts? Building wells in Africa? I don't know.
If he had fun doing those videos, they'd be longer. We'd see the fun. Ooh. I thought you were going to get me with that one, didn't you?
Now, Jack definitely has a good point. Him and other OG YouTubers such as DanTDM and Markiplier were part of the gaming YouTube golden age. They'd set up OBS with their trashy webcams and record themselves playing games for hours, and it was some of the best entertainment millions of kids across the world had in their childhood. It wasn't about fancy setups, crazy editing, or giving away millions of dollars. Literally dudes playing games in front of their computers. Then MrBeast came into the scene doing these ridiculous challenges, basically making people suffer for money and views. And you can tell Jimmy took this one to heart, as his response was pretty long and heated. So he replied on Twitter, "So I ruined YouTube because I didn't buy a mansion and a sports car, and instead reinvested my dollars into making content focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people. If he had fun, the videos would be longer. What does that even mean, lol? You think I'd give up every hour of my life for 14 years if I didn't have fun? This clip is insanely disrespectful in my opinion, and obviously there is so much I could say about his content, but I'll just take the punches and be the bigger man side."
I'm gonna be honest. That was a response. That was a response. I feel like that's the correct response he should have gave, bro. Jacksepticeye, I think that's hate. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's hate. Look, I'm not no MrBeast glazer, but I low-key think it's hate, bro. I don't think MrBeast ruined YouTube. I just think he balled out so hard that he kind of just changed the game, like Jack did back then with the gaming shit. Or like Jack and his crew. A lot of it was DanTDM, Jack, Jelly, Couple Cup, all of them, right? I don't think he ruined it though. I don't maybe something between them happened. Some shit happened with them off camera, but it's interesting hate.
Now, this started a massive debate on Twitter, because on one side many thought Jack was right, and MrBeast is making YouTube way too unauthentic and corporate. YouTube started as people being able to record their own creations onto a platform, but now it's TV level entertainment with millions of dollars being invested into it.
But that's just what he's doing though. Like, Jimmy isn't encouraging nobody else to do, well, maybe he is, but like, Jimmy isn't like buying stock in YouTube and forcing people to make high quality content. No, he's just doing his shit. People are watching, and that's okay. I don't understand how he could ruin YouTube when he's just doing his own thing, in my opinion. Unless he's harming people, or like doing some weird, what was that guy who, 20v1 with Lil RT type of content. He's not like, bro, he's just making content, bro.
And to most people, it was like the complete opposite of what they wanted. If people wanted to watch Hollywood production, they'd go to the cinema or to Netflix, not YouTube. And if you think that was bad, well, recently he's gotten himself into more controversies. During this year's Super Bowl, he was actually part of an ad that used AI.
But it won't be easy. Good news, you'll have Slackbot, the powerful new AI from Salesforce to help you decipher the puzzle.
More specifically,
bro, how much money did they give that nigga to do that shit, bro? Because I know his PR team was like, Jimmy, this probably ain't the best move. Then then the company added a couple more zeros, and they was like, you know what? Hey, man, AI's the new wave anyway. Fuck it. Hey, man, it's not even that bad.
Slack.
Everybody uses AI nowadays, bro. Who cares?
Which is pretty much like an AI assistant that is probably going to get more people laid off from their jobs. And Jimmy would then also get a lot of backlash for promoting and supporting Elon Musk, even after he was named in the files. Promoting and supporting Elon Musk.
Toward the Starship Factory, I see so many negative about the future, so I thought I'd be... Just because, I mean... Show me something else, bro. Show me something else. I mean, it doesn't look like he's supporting him. It looks like Elon quote tweeted his tweet. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I just need better proof.
I even just saw
it kind of seems like a reach. Am I tweaking him with that?
Neuralink, which is exactly what you think it is.
Which is a computer chip surgically implanted into the brain, enabling people like Nolan here to reconnect to the world. So you were paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah, and for about 8.
All right, now this is where we at. Okay, I can see some criticism for this. I'm gonna be honest, Neuralink could probably do a lot of great things, and I'm assuming it's gonna help bro walk again, which is amazing. But, however, for people who don't have disabilities, right? I don't think it would be a good idea to put a fucking electronic link in the back of my neck that is probably controlled by a company under Elon Musk. I don't like that idea. I've seen too many dystopian movies. I don't like that. I want to put no technology or chip in my brain. Absolutely fucking not. I ain't gonna lie, y'all not turning me into a fucking robo slave. Hell no, gang. The fuck?
8 years, I was trying to find some purpose in my life.
And then you got Neuralink, and what has that changed?
Anything anyone can do on a computer, I can do.
And he literally does it by using only his brain.
A brain implant technology.
That's scary as fuck. Nah, I thought that shit was gonna help him walk again. This is even scarier. Shouts out to my dog. I know this is a life-changing feature, but I hope you don't get taken over and turned into a fucking robo slave. I'm gonna be honest, because bro, no, I just don't want no chip in my brain, bro. I'm way too southern for that, bro. I done seen this shit in the movies.
The device enables users to move a cursor or even control robotic limbs using only their thoughts. Now on paper, I guess this sounds pretty good. It allows disabled people to regain movement and communication. But if you're asking me, this is a bit too far, because this is an AirPods or an iPhone update. This is your brain. And when you promote something like that, especially to an audience full of teenagers who already are
gonna be like, oh, that's so cool, I want to move shit with my brain. Hey, gang. Hey, gang. Oh, hey, man, I promise you, just use your fingers, my nigga. You don't want to know the ramifications of that shit.
Elon Musk like he's Iron Man, you're normalizing the idea that plugging your mind into a corporation's hardware is just the next cool thing. Honestly, this makes me feel hella uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, you're giving a private company access to signals coming directly from your brain. Once they put a chip in your brain, what would stop them from rewriting your memory, implanting false memory, mind control you, or just press a button to fry your brain?
On God, niggas gonna think this idea is cool until they see some fucking Burger King ads in their brain and they can't stop it. Let's say you over here riding your bike and let's say you fucking in the car, drive on a highway. All of a sudden, your Neuralink chip start playing a fucking O'Reilly auto parts ad right in your head, bro. Then you swerve and crash the brain. And you can't skip that shit because you ain't buy the premium package, the ad-free Neuralink package. Imagine you cracking some shit in mid-stroke. You instead of hearing some fucking Huncho or some fucking Chris Breezy or some Drake, you start getting a fucking Wendy's Groupon ad just playing in your head. Hell no, bro. Y'all niggas think. And y'all niggas might think I'm joking, but that's an actual reality that could happen, bro. Fuck nah.
Yeah, this could go very wrong. Hey Patrick, you forgot to pay your taxes last year? We're shutting off your ability to speak. Have fun.
Like,
I mean, what if this
God, like
Neuralink
niggas
gets
gonna be
hacked
doing
or
shit like
something?
that.
Like, that would be genuinely insane. And we're not done yet. As around the same...
Nah, you speak bad about the server admins, hey man, they gonna cancel your life subscription, my nigga. They gonna shut your brain off. Nah, what could really fuck this shit up though is if in about 50 years they make this chip mandatory. Like as soon as you pop out the womb, you got to get this chip. So and they literally control the chip to the point where if you're not paying taxes, you're not paying bills, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, they can shut off your brain. That would be fucking crazy. That's dystopian as fuck. That should be a Black Mirror episode, bro. I'm gonna be honest. That shit would be crazy as fuck. And the way they try to push us, and the way they push it on us, is that a new fucking disease comes out, and if you don't have the Neuralink, you'll get sick and die. That'll be the way they'll try to push it on us, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling it right now. Clip this shit up. I promise you.
Time MrBeast would announce he has acquired Step, a teen-focused financial app valued at $900 million, in a deal reportedly worth over $1 billion. With him putting out a tweet saying, "I'm so excited to share that we are acquiring the financial services app Step. Nobody told me about investing, building credit, or managing money when I was growing up. That's exactly why we're joining forces with Step. I want to give millions of young people the financial foundation."
Okay, sounds like a good idea. What's the downside though?
I never had, lots to share soon. Now on paper, this actually sounds pretty decent. Jimmy is putting out an app to help teens build their financial future, increase their credit score, help save money, and invest. But when you actually take a look at the app's features, it seems more like MrBeast acquired a bank that targets children because they're easy prey and you can give them credit cards and loans at 30% APR. Now some fan on Twitter would quote tweet this saying, "If you said this guy was evil like 2 years ago, people would try to drone strike your house."
Wait, you're trying to get what? Nah. Somebody, I don't feel like reporting back on this shit or doing my research about this shit. But if you're really allowed to take the 30% loans, they trying to set these niggas up for failure before they even get out.
And Jacksepticeye quote tweeted that with the yikes emoji.
Oh,
Once again, trying to prove to everyone that he knew MrBeast was evil all along. There's a reason he bought this app for $1 billion, to make profit. Trust me, he's not doing this out of the kindness of his own heart.
Some people are saying that Jimmy buying a bank whose main product are payday loans targeted towards the youth sounds predatory. But when is a...
imagine being in debt at 14 because you wanted to buy some more V-Bucks, but your mom wasn't giving you your credit card, so you get on fucking Jimmy fucking Neutron's app to go get a fucking $10,000 loan, 30%, 30% with fucking 30% interest rate, and now you paying that shit off for the rest of the fucking time till you fucking die. You gonna turn 18 with fucking hundred thousands of debt. Like, what the hell? That's crazy.
Beloved creator with a Minecraft channel ever turned out to be a predator. Besides, if there's one thing I've learned on the internet, when an influencer starts up a financial service with a big focus on cryptocurrency, it's definitely not a scam. Personally, I'm excited for the next phase of MrBeast challenge content. Single mothers versus rising interest rates. Guy who financed a Hellcat he can't afford versus repo man with tow truck. Could you imagine defaulting on your mortgage with MrBeast? They just show up to your house, repossess it, and immediately start giving it away for YouTube videos.
And shout out to that guy,
Wow.
Lewis Spears, because this whole video he made on the app was hilarious. Like, are people seriously going to put their hard-earned money into the hands of a dude called MrBeast? And recently, Jacksepticeye has also been very vocal about the direction YouTube is headed in. YouTube CEO Neil Mohan says users will soon be able to use AI to generate shorts using their own likeness.
Fuck no. Let's not even do those. We're gonna put AI into shorts. Shorts is already fucking fried, gang. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
He added that over 1 million channels used YouTube's AI creation tools daily in December, to which Jack would quote tweet saying, "I'm tired, boss." Now think about that for a second. AI is generating content using your face, your voice, and your identity.
Banana have fucking erectile dysfunction. What the hell?
For someone like Jack, who built his channel on his own personality and energy, the idea of AI generating videos using your face probably sounds very disturbing.
Bro, they trying to turn this shit to full Quubble Cup, man. What the fuck?
And very,
How much Quubble Cup
very
pay them niggas to do this
because
shit,
it
bro?
completely shifts the focus away from creativity and more towards automation. Instead of asking, what cool video can I make today? It becomes more about how many videos can I produce this week? How much money can I make? How efficiently can I scale? And how can I optimize? Because for MrBeast, that's the kind of environment he thrives in. He wants the best packaging, retention, thumbnails, pacing, editing, whatever. So when YouTube leans further into the AI tools and automation side of the company, it naturally favors people like MrBeast, not the authentic creators such as Jacksepticeye. And this isn't the first time Jack has spoken up about AI specifically. When MrBeast launched ViewStats, it included an AI thumbnail feature that could generate thumbnails based on other creators' channels and styles.
I remember this. He got into a lot of controversy over this. I remember that.
It's a new way to make professional-looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI.
Put your face on a thumbnail is ridiculous. I'm gonna be honest.
Tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations.
Wait, you? Jimmy, this does not look like you, nigga. Yo, this is Hemi, gang. What the fuck?
Dangling on the side of a volcano. This is perfect for inspiration, and if you do a couple iterations with the system, this is how you can literally generate your thumbnails going forward.
And as usual, Jack called this out. What the actual F, and he used my logo in the promotion for it too. I hate what this platform is turning into, FAI. The tool was marketed as a way to...
Bruh, he did that shit on purpose. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. If MrBeast has no enemies, Jacksepticeye, then Jacksepticeye done died, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga they hate each other, bro. You could tell.
Help smaller creators level up their packaging, basically letting you plug in a channel and generate thumbnails inspired by what they've already put out. But not only was this stealing people's work, but it's taken jobs away from real thumbnail designers. There are entire communities of freelance designers whose full-time income comes from making thumbnails for creators, only for them now to be replaced by a tool MrBeast made, which definitely breaks some form of copyright law. Now, Jimmy would actually apologize for this and remove the feature. He posted a statement saying he missed the mark, that the AI thumbnail tool would be pulled from ViewStats, and that it wouldn't be available going forward.
How's it going, guys? A week ago.
He's seen that backlash. He's seen the internet. What? He's seen the internet. Yo. The internet called them black SUVs on this nigga. He said, nah, let me go ahead and make this Travis Scott apology, bro.
Ago, I launched an AI thumbnail tool to help small creators make better thumbnails, and I thought people were going to be pretty excited about it, but I definitely missed the mark. If you open up Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. And so I read all your guys' feedback, and I've been thinking a lot about it. And so we just enacted some changes that I think you guys will find positive. And so going forward, there is no AI thumbnail tool. Anyone from now on that signs up for Viewstats Pro, there will not be the AI thumbnail tool. It just doesn't exist. We pulled it down. And on top of that, I wanted to go one step further to really show artists out there that I care. If you go on viewstats.com, under our more tools section, it will say hire thumbnail artists. And if you click that, it'll take you to a page of artist portfolios where you can commission a real thumbnail artist to make you a real thumbnail. So I care more than any of you could ever imagine about the YouTube community. I mean, obviously I'm the biggest YouTuber in the world.
You don't care about the thumbnail artist though. You just try to replace their job. Like, you can't. What you doing? Okay, good PR move. You know, you fucked up. So not only did you listen to the audience, you removed the shit, but you went a step above and made opportunity for these people to go for these thumbnail artists to get a job. Cool, right? PR friendly. But at the same time, we're not stupid. We know that if there wasn't backlash, you would have just said, fuck them thumbnail artists. Because I know somebody in your team brought up the point of like, yo, okay. You know, when this whole thumbnail AI shit, the idea was in the works. I know somebody came to you like, yo, what if, you know, people don't fuck with this because you kind of taking jobs. He kind of taking jobs and shit. He was probably like, fuck it, I'm MrBeast. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck. They not gonna care. And then they cared, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's not that. If I'm just keeping it a bean. That's for sure what happened.
And I don't take that responsibility lightly. And so, you know, it deeply makes me sad when I do something that, you know, people in the community are upset by. And I also want to put out there that I guarantee you, I have spent more money on thumbnail artists than any other YouTuber in the world. I've probably spent more money on thumbnail artists than the top 100 creators combined. I mean, I have a small army of thumbnail artists that work for me. I'm looking to hire more thumbnail artists. So I just want to put that.
Then why would you create an AI some AI to eliminate their jobs, bro? Like, in my opinion, how I look at it, bro, if you're bold enough to create an AI tool to help smaller creators generate thumbnails for the free ski, what's stopping you from doing that shit? Wouldn't it save money? I know you're all about saving money, Jimmy. How well do we believe that shit? I'm gonna keep it a beam.
That out there, and I have no intention of firing my thumbnail artists or anything like.
Now you don't, because you know it'll be controversy
and blah blah. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But regardless, it doesn't matter. The tool's down for future people that sign up for Viewstats Pro, and yeah, now it's a funnel to help artists make more money. So I'm really excited. Go check it out. Hey, go to viewstats.com and click on the Hire the Artist tab, and you know, go commission real artists, help them make more money. So take care, guys.
Now on the surface, he looked responsible, but the way it was ultimately framed made a lot of people start questioning what Jimmy really cares about. Instead of just saying,
I mean, we all know, and this is no shot to him, but he's a money-centered guy. You know, he wants to be the most successful most successful creator. I'm sure he has fun with this shit too. I'm sure he has fun with it. And I'm also sure that he really does care about doing the charities and stuff. You know, he does a lot of philanthropy, right? But he's about money, bro. He's about money and opportunity and advancement, bro. And sometimes he gets short-sighted. You know, he makes mistakes. But at the same time, hey, bro, they can see it for what it is, bro.
This was a bad idea, I shouldn't have done that. It quickly became into this wholesome redemption arc about supporting thumbnail designers. You can really see how badly MrBeast wants to keep up this good guy image. Instead of just apologizing and taking the hit, he turned it into this wholesome, let's help thumbnail designers find a job, whilst also trying to sound like this super moral guy because he spent loads of money on thumbnail designers. Every controversy this guy gets into gets shaped into a brand positive movement. I mean,
it isn't a horrible thing, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna hate on people for being positive, but we all see it is for what it was, bro. It's a PR move. That's cool. It's cool, but it's a PR move. You feel me? That's all it is, bro.
Even his apologies feel optimized. And it isn't the first time Jack has publicly criticized MrBeast. Back in 2024 when Jimmy, Logan Paul and KSI teamed up to drop Lunchly, Jack and fellow OG Minecraft YouTuber Dan TDM called them out for trying to make a quick buck on impressionable kids. What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them do better. And Jack would immediately back him up, as he would say, you mess with Dan, you mess with YouTube. Because it wasn't just about Lunchly as a product, it was about what it represented. You had creators who grew up with YouTube as a creative space where you could express yourself, and now they're watching the biggest names on the platform pivot into full-scale consumer brand aimed at their own fan bases. And this is around the time a lot of fans or viewers started connecting the dots. It wasn't specifically about Lunchly, it was the pattern. We had energy drinks, burgers, chocolate bars, kid snacks, finance apps, AI tools, everything. And people started to get the feeling that YouTubers weren't showing off this cool stuff they managed to make. Instead, it was more like how much revenue YouTubers weren't showing off this cool stuff
Feastables broccoli.
they managed to make.
What the fuck did I just see this nigga eat?
Instead, it was more like, how much revenue can we extract from this audience? Because if MrBeast only had Lunchly, it would be like, cool, he's got his own little side business. It's crazy to see YouTubers being able to launch their own food products. But when he's launching a new product every month, you start seeing it for what it really is. And Lunchly was a turning point for everyone. It was the first time mainstream audiences started saying out loud that YouTube didn't feel the same anymore, and that the line between creator and corporation had completely blurred. Because back in the earlier days, creators made money from
it was always gonna be like that though. Just being honest. That's what happens to everything. TikTok, same thing. First it was just cool, fun, whatever bullshit, right? Now you got brands on TikTok. You got TikTok shop everywhere. Somebody's always trying to sell you some bullshit. That's how everything turns. That's what everything turns into, bro. When something good and authentic pops up and brands see that they can make money off of this shit, if they monetize it, that's what they do, bro. That's just how life works, man. I'm gonna be honest.
Ads and sponsorships once in a while. But now, every YouTuber's videos feels like a massive funnel. Because let's be honest, anyone above the age of 11 is not eating this crap. I mean, let's look into MrBeast's other businesses. Feastables, apparently a healthier alternative to Hershey's, because
I've tried Feastables. They're decent at best, but it's just kind of like, I mean, it's just chocolate. Like, you really can't, like, the flavors are cool, but it's just chocolate.
they had 1 gram less of sugar and 10 fewer calories, pretty much comparing trash versus garbage, with YouTuber Agnesly accusing MrBeast of indirectly supporting child labor in the production of his chocolate bars.
That MrBeast is using child labor and slave labor for his chocolates today and has been since late 2023. When Feastables first launched in January of 2022, if you went into their FAQ, their frequently asked questions section, they proudly displayed that they were child labor free and slave labor free. As a matter of fact, in April of 2023, they doubled down and they added to their list of main menu options this option that said we're slave free. And if you clicked it, it had an entire dedicated page talking about how they were free of slave labor and child labor. But just a few months later, in October of 2023, that main page item that said we're slave free, that was removed. In addition,
oh yeah, they started losing money. They was like, hey Jimmy, I know you want to be PR friendly, but hey, if we just, you know, give these enslaved people, we're just gonna give them jobs. All right, they're already gonna be working. All right. We're just going to give them a job. Matter of fact, we'll give them safer environments to do their work. But it's just what we got to do. Then Jimmy was like, fuck it, I'm MrBeast. Who cares? And then they took this shit out.
in the frequently asked questions section, that stuff about being child labor free and slave labor free, that stuff also disappeared. Later in May of 2024, and even to this day, there's no mention whatsoever at all about any kind of ethical sourcing of ingredients. When MrBeast first launched Feastables, it was in line with his brand. They were clearly trying to do things ethically. They actually got a certification from the Rainforest Alliance. Once you're certified, you're able to use their logo, which is a little frog, on all of your products, your website, on all of that stuff. When I saw the packaging for Feastables, both old and new, there was no Rainforest Alliance certified logo anywhere. He knew that one day they were going to get rid of that certification. You see, if one day that package has a frog logo on it and the next day it disappears, people will notice. They will especially notice because the Feastables bar, MrBeast sent this thing to everyone, to all the huge YouTubers. So instead, they decide to only put it on their website because at the end of the day, who the hell reads a website except for weirdos like me? And if it was on the website one day and then gone the next, no one would notice except for, again, weirdos like me. And sure enough, if you look at their website today, there's nothing about the Rainforest Alliance certification, nothing about being child labor free, nothing about being slave labor free. By doing it this way, I think they tried to fool everyone into thinking that their chocolate is still child labor free and slave labor free.
We also have Beast.
See, when I start getting back into my off-brand shit, remind me to make sure that non-slaves and no child are fucking making my shit, because I don't want a nigga like that exposing me. Fuck. Yo, if I was Jimmy, I'd be pissed. My people's done had a whole fucking light level operation to hide this shit. And then a random nerd who just has a strange hobby for reading fucking website information then expose me. And now I'm in a whole heap of bullshit. I be hated. Oh my God.
Burger, which on the surface seems like Jimmy's own restaurant, but behind the scenes it's just a bunch of ghost kitchens shipping out burgers from some random, unknown location. It's like drop shipping but with food. Unlike other fast food chains where they have their own restaurants, Jimmy paid hundreds of kitchens across different states and countries to make his burger and package it as MrBeast Burger, which of course led to many quality control issues. And long story short, MrBeast sued them for over $100 million, with Beast Burger only having one restaurant left standing. And you see how it was never actually about delivering a tasty burger? No, they immediately had to scale across the entire continent where burgers were being made in shady and unhygienic ghost kitchens, leading to people getting moldy and even raw burgers. And if you think that is bad, well, God forbid you try criticize something Jimmy made.
What do you think? You know what, Jimmy? Best burger you've ever had?
I said, this was filmed before the lawsuit.
It's a 6.5 out of 10, baby.
You forgot a couple. What do you not like about it? No,
Did you peep that?
You forgot a couple.
The coldest, he said that in the coldest way possible. Not funny, not nothing. He was genuinely irritated, gang. He did the same thing with Keith Lee. When Keith Lee gave his chocolate bars a 6.5 and a 7, said it was just chocolate. It was whatever. I don't know why he think people just gonna glaze.
What do you not like about it? No, it's the greatest burger you've ever had.
I said.
No, but I like it.
What do you not like about it?
I like that it's free.
No, you have to tell us why it's just 6 out of 10.
Well,
It's an alright burger, Jimmy. Why are you pressing the issue?
vegan, to be honest.
Cut.
I would buy one of these. Guys, it's very nice. I don't know. I'm completely over-intensified. It's going to explode.
Like his whole spirit is so troubled just because he didn't say he liked his burger. That's interesting as fuck. That's crazy.
You can see the exact moment I realized that my jokes are not landing. Right here.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you very much.
And then he kicked me out.
I've genuinely never seen bro more irritated than this.
Like, bro, damn. Just because he didn't give you a burger a 10 out of 10, he was honest. The burger was alright.
It seems like he wants to just punch Tommy right in the face. MrBeast reminds me of a little kid that's like, no, you have to play like this. You could tell he was mad with that answer. And then most recently we had Beastland launching a theme park in the Middle East where thousands die every year from slavery was probably not the best move. But what can you expect? The Middle East is known for sports washing to help their country's people.
I'm sorry, bro. A fucking theme park is crazy. A theme park is ridiculous, bro.
They probably gave Jimmy like $100 million and told him, don't worry about it, we got this. And just overall, the most annoying thing about MrBeast is how he tries to seem like the nicest, most relatable guy on the planet, and that he's always helping out. Like personally for me, the most annoying part about him is how he always tries to make it seem like he has no money. He'll do interviews and be like, well actually I have less money than everyone watching this.
No one ever believes anything I say. So, I mean, because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have. Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me in their bank account if you subtract the equity value of my company, which doesn't buy me McDonald's in the morning or whatever.
And he only says that because he's rich and he can borrow.
He's trying to be relatable. Yo, don't let this nigga fool you. He's a millionaire. He's a billionaire, actually. He said, oh, I'm only a billionaire in net worth. You're a billionaire, buddy. If you sold everything right now, you'll have $1 billion, bro. You're not struggling, brother. I'm gonna be honest. Like, and I'm not like, on God, I ain't trying to hate, but you're a billionaire
against his own assets, and technically if his companies run at a loss, he pays no taxes, something along those lines. I'm not a finance expert, but I'll borrow you guys the clip, and it's just annoying because we know you have millions, probably hundreds of millions. Your companies are worth definitely billions, so don't try to make yourself seem like one of us, because you're not. And then also the whole giving away prosthetics, building schools, etc, etc. Don't get me wrong, that's great, but not when you're trying to push other people into donating, which is exactly what happened with the Team Water charity he launched last year.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jimmy, MrBeast. Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
Are you really gonna do this shit? I fucking at the McDonald's drive-thru, man. Is this gonna happen to me? Just give me a number, Jimmy.
All right, so Jinxie, Logan, they both just committed 100 grand and
100 grand. Yo, 100,000. How much money y'all making?
Okay, no way.
I see tweets all the time about how you're the most watched Twitch streamer, like watch time every month. You're like crushing it.
And you know what? You know how much I get paid for that? 17 cents. It's a big day for me. I'll donate. I'll donate, Jimmy. I'm not gonna donate $100,000. I'm gonna be honest. That's a lot of money.
You're putting people on the spot. Put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm broke.
Spot, y'all try to make me look like an asshole. That's what's going on. I know what's going on here.
The issue was it seemed less like actually raising money for charity.
Bro, and how he did Kai, bro, I remember back then I was going through the spirituality arc, so I was like, yo, when he was trying to pressure Kai into it, I was like, yo, Kai probably should have donated. I changed my opinions completely since then. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I feel like I've talked about this before, but you shouldn't pressure somebody into donating, bro. It's either they want to donate, they could donate, but you putting niggas on the spot talking about, oh yeah, they donated 100,000. How much you finna donate? I understand you trying to do something good, but it's like you can't force somebody to do a good deed. Like, that's the only thing with that.
And more like a massive PR move for MrBeast. If he cared so much about charity, why didn't he just go donate to another charity or just go to Africa and use your own money? Nope.
He does go to Africa and use his own money. I'm not gonna lie. He does donate to charity. That's one thing I won't say about MrBeast. Yeah, of course it is about PR too, but he actually does help people. So in my opinion, he's still doing something good with that.
Instead, he did this massive stream where he pretty much called out random famous people or streamers and begged them for money. And even XQC, who did the stream with him, was getting seriously fed up as he kept on raising the amount they needed to raise. They were already there for hours and bro just wanted to go home.
Wait, should we go for 10 mil? 10 mil? No, I just throwing it out there. I mean, 10 million's a nice round number. No.
Yeah, they're done. They're so done. They're so done.
Yeah, I was kidding. But or less.
Bro, they're not responding. They're not trying to go to 10.
I'm gonna give it a buck. I was a little bit mad at Jimmy for not ending at 5 mil because of the way that it was ending. And I was mad at him again for not ending the second time. And people were gonna say, why are you mad at him? You're raising more money. But that's not the point though. The point is that I feel like as a person, not as a streamer, I was mad because the guy, Hayes, he was paying money for charity to wrap it up.
With Nick A30 summarizing this whole situation off perfectly.
Team Water, what do you think of when you think of that? You're not thinking of any other creator except MrBeast. So MrBeast gets all the credit. So, you know, when he's, asking people to donate on his stream and stuff and pressuring them, and I think it's just kind of a little weird. Like, bro, when they're pressuring these creators to donate money and everything for that, I can see why some creators don't want to do it because it's MrBeast's name that gets all the recognition.
And honestly, guys, I'm
gonna be honest, I understand that, but at the same time, not everything is about getting recognition, getting whatever. Like, yo, you can still donate and help somebody out, bro. Now, I don't like Jimmy pressuring motherfuckers, but I mean, if you're finna donate, I hope you're not donating just in the hopes of getting recognition from donating. Like, I don't know, like that
could genuinely go for hours. MrBeast has been involved in so many dodgy businesses and scams. I should make a documentary instead, but you get the point. Jack and Dan, they were right all along. They're sick of YouTubers becoming corporations because YouTube is supposed to be the opposite of that, and that's really what this whole thing comes down to. Not whether MrBeast is evil, not whether he's successful, not whether he worked hard, but whether the version of YouTube he represents is the one the people actually want. Because for a lot of us who grew up on this platform, platform, it doesn't feel the same anymore. And whether you agree with Jack or not, you can't deny he saw the shift coming before most people were willing to admit it. Because of course at first, everyone saw MrBeast as this guy who's just doing cool and crazy challenges. But as time went on, we saw the truth behind it. So let me know guys' thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Mr.
Honestly, I think MrBeast is just a businessman. He's not evil. He's not a fucking villain. He's just a businessman. That's what he is. He's an opportunistic businessman who has already gotten everything he wanted and is just bored. So he's just trying to hit the next tally, become more ambitious, and now he's just on this ever-ending train of trying to do more and do bigger and just trying to find new dopamine, bro. I honestly think he's bored. I think he's bored, and that's why he's doing all this shit, because he's bored, bro. He is bored, and he wants to feel important or feel like he's doing something in life. So that's why he does all of this, to be honest, bro. I'm going to be honest. But let me know what you think about it in the comment section. And besides that, appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all.